Hey everyone, I'm incredibly excited to say that I have some news about the next updates for Marvel's Avengers. With 2.6 dropping sometime in September, the team at Crystal Dynamics plan to introduce a brand new villain sector featuring the fearsome leader of AIM herself, Monica Rappaccini. The war zone is called No Rest for the Wicked, which is a pretty awesome name, and we're told that it'll be comparable scope-wise to the last Monica villain sector, Beating the Odds. Now this isn't an OLT or a raid, people, but it's new content that we're told will start off a narrative that'll lace through the next few updates. If you're worried that you've already fought Monica before, we're told that this is a different take on her abilities. Some you've seen before, some you haven't. Apparently, there's even a cool new teleportation effect, whatever that means. That's all I really know about that, but it's enough to get me excited. Piece by piece, they're putting together a series of repeatable content with desirable rewards, like you want to see from an ongoing game, even if it can't always come out as fast as we'd like. That's not all that's coming in 2.6 though. That's just what we knew about before. What surprised me is that 2.6 will also feature, quote, the first of what we hope to be a series of updates to our different heroes. First of all, heroes are getting their heroics balanced, and before you freak out, we're told that all balances are upward with no nerfs. We'll have to see the full patch notes for that one in the future, but I like how it sounds. On top of that, intrinsic overcharge is being looked at to give it all a standard length. As an example, Thor and Black Widow's overcharge will be bumped from 3 seconds to 10 seconds. We don't know exactly the extent of what this means for all heroes. For example, Kamala doesn't even have an overcharge as far as I'm aware, but a more consistent experience between heroes for overcharge sounds good to me. The update will also attempt to reduce systemic situations where you can take too much damage at one time from different sources without being able to react. This is a lot of what players call in the game stagger or knockback or something like that. There's not going to be any new stat that's going to affect this. This work is all back end, and from the sounds of it, it should make melee more viable during combat than it was before, because if you're not the one getting knocked back, you can be the one doing the knocking. We don't have a lot of details around this, so like I said, we're going to wait and see what the patch notes say and how that affects how we play. But I think the good news to take away from what we've learned is that they're looking at current heroes and how they can make them play and feel better. That's the kind of thing that I think I want from a game like this. I want them to be analyzing and updating. Like every time they add a new hero, we learn a little bit more about what the game and what the characters in the game are capable of. So taking what you learn from new heroes and applying that to older heroes, I think that's a really good sign. I think that's what you want to see from an ongoing game, making things new and making things fresh. We spend a lot of time talking about getting new heroes and getting new content, but I think it's just as important to make sure the stuff we already have feels good, and it seems like they're hearing that and are working on it. They even mentioned wanting to look at enemy attacks like Corrupted Vibranium and Cosmic Charge, and I think changes to both of those would be very welcome and would put more agency back into the hands of players. They did mention that there's no date or ETA on looking at enemy attacks, but it's something that is on their radar. Now, that's all I know right now about 2.6, but I am told that when we see the patch notes, they're going to be extensive. If you found this video helpful, make sure you like and subscribe and leave a comment telling me what you're most excited about in 2.6. And if you want to know what's after 2.6, maybe check out my other new video, which is live at the same time as this one, about 2.7 in Marvel's Avengers. Thanks for watching.